Hi guys, this is Stacy and welcome to another week of setting an epic intention. We're going to go ahead and shuffle our deck as we do each week. And remember that the whole reason behind this is to help us with guiding our thoughts towards positive thoughts so that our words and our actions can align with what we actually want to be our life experience. That space where we can find joy and just a lot more positive experiences in our day to day. So today's card is I choose wisely. Now, this is a good one. I choose wisely. And interestingly, I'm a Libra. And when my artist first showed me this drawing, I was like, yes, this is speaking to me on so many different levels, right? So let's talk a little bit about choice. I'm going to start off with reading the affirmation. It says, I allow the universe to guide my decisions, trusting that it will serve the highest, truest expression of myself. Now, the first time I heard that phrase, highest, truest expression of myself, used was in listening to one of Oprah's talks. And what it brought me present to was that, there's a part of me that desires the best for myself and for the rest of the world. That's what I consider to be the highest, truest expression of myself. It's the part of me that really wants to live in a space of love and understanding and compassion for me first, for myself as a human being, and for the world. Despite all the things that happen that may not be aligned with what I would like to be happening, my highest self is that person that sees herself as the best version of her, that sees the world as the best version of itself and everybody in it, right? And so, in making decisions towards becoming that person, we have to lean into something greater than who we are. Now, for many of us, we've been raised in a particular religious kind of practice, whether it is that it was Christian or Hinduism or Buddhism or any other kind of formal religion, right? And then for others of us, we may not have been raised with any. There are some that speak about the universe, as this card does. I speak about that sometimes. Sometimes I use the word God, but it manifests itself in multiple different ways, because the truth is that I believe, as many others do, that there is an energy greater than all of us. And you can feel it as the thing that connects us all as human beings. It's kind of like when you see someone of the opposite sex or someone of the same sex that you are attracted to, and you feel an energy, right? You feel connection to that person. When you see your child, if you have a child, and you feel that love energy between yourself and that child. Or sometimes you're in a space with strangers and you just feel connected and you're like, I feel like I know you, or I just feel connected with you. If you've ever been to church or any kind of holy service, or even sometimes if you've ever been to a game, like if you've ever been in one of those big stadiums at like a football game or a track meet or anything like that, and you feel a palpable energy that is being generated from all of the positive vibrations, right? That's what I'm talking about to the 100th level when I say, that there is an energy that is greater than us all. I can't proclaim to understand it or to try to put a label on it, because quite frankly, I don't think that's my job really, right? However, I do believe that this energy, this holistic energy, that is the thing that makes us human, that is the thing that keeps our hearts beating and our breath passing through us even when we're not trying, right? It is that energy that can also help us to get closer to the highest, truest expression of ourselves. Now, if I'm to look at how do I lean into that energy, it can start off with gratitude. I'm a huge believer in the power of gratitude, because it's the one place that you can access a feeling of appreciation and love without attaching fear to it. right? And it's simple. You don't have to be, it doesn't have to be anything specific. It could be you're grateful for your grandma. Maybe that's where you have a lot of joy. You know, you're grateful for waking up to another day. You're grateful for the birds singing outside the window, or for the snowfall that you're able to witness that has, you know, is so beautiful. It can be anything that really puts you in that space of feeling connected to the part of you that's the best part of you, right? And so I believe that a gratitude practice is an easy way for you to learn how to lean into the feeling that says, I am closest to the highest expression of myself. Another way that you can lean into finding or feeling that you're being guided towards your highest, truest expression of yourself is through setting the intention of being joyful, or of being grateful, or of being connected to yourself. It can be through meeting up with persons who are of like mind and spirit. So if you're the member of a church, and when you go to church, you have this feeling of connectivity and connectedness that makes you feel like you can, you know, do anything, you know, you can do anything or tap into that part of you that is loving and is seeing the positive aspects to the world and beyond. Then you tap into that experience, the positive sides of that experience. Similarly, if you have a family member that you kind of jive with, that you are able to feel inspired and motivated around, and you have positive conversations with that person, not the persons that's making you go crazy and you leave them presents cussing and complaining. No, not those family members. Okay, we're talking about the family members who, when you have a sit down with them, you feel like, yeah, your soul is refreshed, make you feel good, make you feel alive, right? Lean into that feeling whenever it is that you are facing decisions that you need to make. It's almost as though you want to think about harvesting that energy. And whenever you're sitting by yourself and have something that is a major decision that you have to make, you start off with feeling gratitude. And then you can start asking questions, even out loud, you know, what am I to do in this instance? And see what comes to mind first. So it's always good to set a tone and an energy of, you know, love and compassion and openness to the possibility of your greatness and of the greatness of the world. And from that space, make your decision. So that is what choosing wisely means to me. And that was the thought behind this intention. I hope that was helpful for somebody today. Thank you so much for joining. And I wish you an amazing week, one in which you will be making wise choices. Take care.